session I'm going to be doing target practice on the wall, and I'm going to improve my directional control. And I have painter's tape here. I'm going to create a simple target that I'm going to aim for in a second. Okay guys, there it is. There's the target. I'm a big fan of hitting on the wall. It's one of the best ways to practice. And if you make a target that you're going to aim for, it makes the wall practice even better. So for you guys that saw my other live where I was serving and my shoulder was hurting pretty bad, I want to give you an update on my shoulder. I received a lot of emails with guys giving me advice on what exercises to do, and thank you guys so much for supplying me with all that information. But I have to tell you that I'm 100% sure that my shoulder was hurting from hitting the gym, you know, getting ripped in the gym, getting swole in the gym. Even though you can't see it, I do go to the gym. I've been going to the gym since I was 13. I'm the type of guy who doesn't really put on muscle. I compare myself to a poor man's version of Daniil Medvedev. But in any case, my shoulder was hurting because I was doing a lot of gym stuff over the last 2 months. And since that live surf session, I stopped doing gym exercises and my shoulder pain has gone away. So it doesn't hurt at all right now. I have not played since then. Today is going to be a little bit of a test to see if my shoulder's okay. So let me check if you guys can see. Perfect. Okay, so let me warm up a little bit. Better. It feels a lot better. It was definitely from doing tons of bench press and doing all kinds of stuff. Tons of push-ups I was doing too. So I stopped doing all that and the shoulder feels a lot better. Terrible. I love the wall. It's such a great workout. It's a good warm-up too. If you are warming up for a tennis match and you don't have anybody to hit with, if you have a wall available, it's a great way to warm up for a match. I love it. Feels good, guys. It feels a lot better. Shoulder is good. going to be featuring a lot of drills on the wall. There's so many things that you can do on the wall. I mean, I made tons of videos. Just type in intuitive tennis wall, you're gonna see tons of drills that you can do for pretty much any shot. You can even practice the serve, believe it or not. The one worry I have about doing lives outside like this is the following. Right now, it's August, and it's the hottest time of the year in Florida. It's like super hot. You can't even imagine. It's close to 100 degrees, 100% humidity. And my cameras have been overheating, all of them. So not only is there a danger that I'm gonna overheat, in fact, I'm already a little bit overheated, but my equipment is probably gonna overheat at some point. And this live stream is gonna cut out, but I'm gonna be back. So if it cuts out, I'm gonna have my camera cool down and I'm gonna be back, okay? Terrible. Guys, I like practicing my one-handed backhand, especially on the wall. I feel like my one-hander has a lot of weaknesses. There's a lot of things that can get better on my one-handed backhand. For one, I have a tendency to play it with more of a continental grip. Yeah, so it's not quite continental, it's more like on the edge between continental and eastern. And I'm trying to get myself to play the one-handed with an eastern grip. Another thing that's bad on my one-handed backhand is that my arm is bent. It's not completely straight, so I'm working on that. And also, I don't finish it strong, so I have a tendency to stop somewhere around here. I'd like to finish a little bit further. For you guys that don't know, I have a two-handed backhand, so my one-handed backhand is like, I would say it's probably 5-0 record level, but it's not something I can use in a high-level match. So if I'm playing somebody of my level, I can't use my one-hander. It's just not good enough. It won't be able to work at that level. But when I'm teaching lessons, I primarily do one-handed backhands because I'm holding balls in my left hand. So for all you tennis coaches watching that have two-handed backhands, I highly recommend that you teach yourself a one-hander because you can hold balls in your off hand, and that way you have this hand free to control the balls, and you don't have to go to the basket to grab a ball every time somebody makes a mistake. So all the tennis coaches out there, you have to learn a one-handed backhand. Come on. Come on. Doesn't that remind you a little bit of Guga? Guga with his eyes closed, but I feel like when I'm hitting, the mental image is like kind of like Guga. Oh, come on, man. Give me your feet, dude. That was a good set, guys. That was a really good set. I hit a bunch of them in a row in the target. Okay, so now I'm gonna do some drills, okay? So the first drill I'm gonna do high balls. Something a lot of you guys struggle with. It's super simple. I'm gonna feed it high on the wall and then crush a high forehand. Okay, that's like progression 1. Progression 2 on this drill is actually bouncing the ball into the ground and hitting a high forehand. Now the ball is going to have more rotation, more pace. It's going to be a little bit trickier. One more, guys. Okay, not bad, not bad. Not bad at all. Woo! Guys, this is killer out here, man. I don't know where you at in the world, but this right here, Southeast Florida, has got to be the toughest place in the world to play tennis. Southeast Florida. Man. Okay guys, next drill, transition volley drill, okay? Love this one because there's gonna be times where you hit a half volley, a regular volley, basically feed it pretty sturdy into the wall, and then you just come in, hit a volley and continue closing, and they go into like a volley rally. Let's do it again. See, what I like about this drill is that it's unpredictable. You don't know what kind of volley you're going to get. And you also don't have to make quick reflexes. Okay, next drill. This one is more for the advanced recreational level. It's the overhead drill on the wall, all right? Practicing overheads on the wall. Wow, that's a burner, leg burner. Oh man, that is a tough one, guys. Here's what I find with overheads. The most physically demanding drill there is in tennis. You know what it is? It's hitting overheads while moving backwards. I've been doing this for a long time, guys. I started teaching at 13 years old. It's by far the most physically demanding thing you can do on a tennis court is hit overheads while moving backwards, because you got no momentum to work in your favor. You got to use your body, and generally when we move backwards we burn more energy. So that is the toughest drill, and I definitely recommend that you practice that drill, whether it be on the wall or on the court. The first one I did was easy overheads. Now I'm going to show you how to practice overheads while moving backwards. And I'm going to here display my current physical conditioning, which is atrocious compared to the way I used to play. I'm 45. I'm a shadow of my former. I see it because now I'm going to expose my weakness, which is this specific movement where I'm moving backwards. So basically this drill, you stand a little closer to the wall, you hit into the ground firmly so the ball gets behind you, and then you move back. You make sure that you jump off your back leg. You stay sideways as you're moving back. You can cross over step if you want. And then you jump off the back leg and hit the overhead in the air. So let me try to demonstrate that. Actually, I feel it in my shoulder now a little bit. I didn't feel it on the overheads at all. But these overheads moving backwards, I actually do feel it in my shoulder. I'm going to take a little break and read some of the comments. Yeah, I feel it in my shoulder now. Don't get old, guys. Stay young. Getting old, a lifetime of hitting the tennis ball on a daily basis, playing thousands of matches, playing at the high level. It destroys your body. You can only imagine what the pro level players deal with, because they have all the other stuff that comes into play, such as travel and the enormous amount of pressure. So tennis is, in my opinion, is the toughest game. Nothing is as tough as tennis. It's the nature of it is so tough. The way you have to give it your 100% effort, maybe for 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. Then you come back the next day, you gotta do it again. And then you come back the next week, you gotta do it again. And then the entire year you do the same thing and do that for 10 years straight or 15. Now think about that. That is absolutely brutal, guys. And even someone like me who's obviously not have played tennis at the elite level, but I play high level college tennis, and still the amount of matches I've played in my life, it adds up. It's got to be at least 1,000. I probably play at least 100 matches a year, and I've played at least 10 years. So 1,000 matches where you give it your absolute best and you're testing your body to the limit. It takes a toll out of you, you know? All right, so let me see here. Let me see the comments. All right. When I practice overhead, I always end up lobbing myself and running for the tweener. I don't recommend the tweener, guys. It's something that you should do in emergency situations. The tweener is something that people fall in love with, and it's, if you see the average of points that are won with a tweener on tour, when you watch it, it's got to be at like under 10%. So most of the time, it doesn't really do anything other than provide entertainment to whoever's watching. So don't fall in love with the tweener. Hans Olsen, what's up, man? I see you comment a lot. Always leaving nice comments, thank you. Yeah, a lot of people say they don't have tennis balls where they live. I think I might cut out there for a second. Some people are saying they don't have tennis balls where they live. So you can use anything. You can use your garage if it's straight enough, or find a wall, a building somewhere, and you can do this, what I'm doing. It doesn't necessarily have to be a tennis wall like this. But you know, if you have an LA Fitness in your town, here's a little tip that I can give you. An LA Fitness usually will have racquetball. And if you talk to the people at LA Fitness, they're gonna let you hit the wall and play tennis inside of a racquetball court at LA Fitness. So it's a little insider tip. If you don't have a wall in your area, try doing it at LA Fitness. All right, let me see a couple more questions here, and then I'm gonna go back to the grind, okay? Guga with eyes closed, yes, Medvedev style. I struggle with hitting high two-handed backhands. Yes, the high backhand, whether it be one-handed or two-handed, is the most difficult shot, or one of the most difficult shots. You should have the tweener. Can I hit one-handed backhand in an open stance? Of course you can, and you have to. One-handed open stance backhand is, there's going to be circumstances where it's really the only way to hit the one-handed backhand and a two-handed backhand. Topic in great detail. Open stance, one-handed backhand is coming soon. It should be out in a month or so. All right, so let me get back to the grind. I'm gonna do a couple more drills. I'm actually, since I cooled off a little bit, I'm gonna go back to just hitting straight forehands, backhands right at the target. One more round, and then I'm going to finish up at the net for volleys, okay? Good enough. Good enough, guys. Great workout. And by the way, like 15-20 minutes is completely enough when you're doing this. It doesn't have to be any longer if you're doing it with high intensity. So, perfect. Okay, last exercise for today. I'm going to do volley practice. The wall is possibly the best way to practice volleys because one of the most important aspects of volleying is stability at the contact. You're going to build up all these muscles that are so necessary to have a stable contact, and the wall is one of the best ways to practice stability. Look at that. Swole. Building those muscles. Ah. Okay guys, it's a big mystery how my phone hasn't overheated yet, but I'm gonna do one more thing. I'm gonna go all out from the baseline one more time. I'm gonna give it 110% and do like a hardcore high intensity rally, and then I'm done. Ah, yeah. Oh my God. The wall hit a winner on me. The wall hit a winner on me. Can you believe it? Holy moly. Woo! Unreal. Ah. It's insane. It's insane out here. Oh my God. Absolute insanity out here. This is it's a 2:30, 2:22. Not the best time to come out here, but I love it, man. I love the grind. This is the best way to do it. I don't recommend this to anybody. You got to check with your doctor. Make sure that you're physically okay to do these type of exertions in the heat, but if you got the clearance from your doctor, by all means, pick to play at the worst possible time of the day. That's what I tell everybody. Everybody wants to play at like 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 6 p.m. No. We're playing between 12 and 3. That is the only time I'm available to do lessons, match play, video recordings. I don't come out at any other time of the day because I like to be out there on the grind when it's tough. That's what builds character. That's what builds you as a tennis player. And I want my students to play, believe me. Like, Nick, let's play at a.m. I can't. I got my schedule set up so that I'm doing other things those times of the day, and my extra time on the court is limited to 2 to 3 hours when it's absolutely brutal out there. So I got a couple of things I want to tell you guys. Here, hold on, let me get my racket. So one thing that I've never done at Intuitive Tennis is any type of ads. So for you guys to follow me, if I ever did anything, any type of, it was for my membership site, something like that. But I get, just like anybody at my level in the social media game, we get like on a daily basis offers for brand deals and such, but I turn everything down. However, what I've been noticing is the following. People will see me play Kirschbaum Super Smash. They go out and buy the Kirschbaum Super Smash. People see me play with Babolat racket, Pure Drive. They go out and they buy Babolat racket. It's not necessarily that I'm recommending these rackets, but this is just a natural thing that happens when people like my content and people trust my opinions and my teachings. They're gonna go and buy the equipment that I'm using. So, since people are buying this stuff anyway, I have teamed up with these companies. Not Babolat, by the way. Those guys are ignoring me, and I'm gonna do something about that. I've reached out to them several times. I get offers from pretty much every other racket company. When you're almost at 200K, you should be able to get a deal with anyone. It shouldn't be that hard. And I'm not asking for money like the pros do. All I want is just down up. But Babolat's ignoring me, okay? So we're not working with Babolat, and I am going to do something in the near future because I am kind of fed up with them. Because I defend them at every corner. They get, slandered in reviews. It's the company that's known for causing tennis elbow. And I defend them at every corner. I've been a big defender, a big supporter of Babolat. But they haven't not shown any love to Intuitive Tennis. So let's forget Babolat for now, but the company Kirschbaum. So you guys know that I'm very specific about the strings that I use. And you guys see this orange string right here. It's the Kirschbaum Super Smash. I use the 1.23 gauge, which is I think it's 17 gauge or 18 gauge. In any case, if you want to get this string, you go through me and you get 10% off. Click the link in my description. It's an affiliate link, and you're gonna enter code NICK10, and you're gonna get 10% off. And I get a little bit of a kickback, and you get free shipping if you make an order over $30. And everyone is happy. Okay, so for you guys that want to play with Kirschbaum Super Smash, it is a string that I do recommend for the recreational level. It is one of those strings that's like kind of an old school polyester where it's elastic. It does give a lot of feedback, a lot of power. It's not as dead as like some of the other strings that are on the market that are more geared towards the Pro Tour. This is more, I would say, a string that's geared towards juniors and the recreational level. And that's why I like it. It's a very, very playable string. So long story short, there's a link in the description. Click on it, enter code NICK10, and you get 10% off. Another thing that I want to tell you guys is that I'm going to be doing a lot more lives, and I am sometimes going to go on the court, but I am currently working on creating a set at my apartment so it looks halfway decent. I don't have a lot of space. I live on the beach in a 2-bedroom, so there's not a lot of space for like a set, or a YouTube set, but I'm going to build one, and I'm going to start recording lives from my place, and it's going to be super exciting, guys, because I'm going to have guests on. I'm going to talk about very interesting things that I've never talked about in my videos, and it's going to be just another way of bringing content to you guys via lives. As of now, these lives are going to be featured on the Intuitive Tennis 24/7 channel. So for anyone that is not subscribed to Intuitive Tennis 24/7, subscribe. Also subscribe to my main channel. I got some incredible videos coming up. I gotta say, some of these videos, they are so good. It's some of the best work I've ever done. It's all gonna be released this year. You guys are gonna be excited about some of the content. Now the great thing is that if you go to intuitivetennis.com, or if you get the Intuitive Tennis app, all these videos are already posted on my membership site. And I still currently have a 7-day free trial. I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep that, but it's going to be a 7-day free trial, and from there on it's going to be $14.99 a month, and you get early releases of my YouTube videos. But that's not all. There's tons of premium content on there. There's courses on there. There's a tactics course. There's a swing path course. It's just a ton of great content on there. So for you guys that are interested, go to intuitivetennis.com and sign up for that 7-day free trial and give it a try. All right, guys, I'm going to head back, and I'm going to see you in the next live. Take care.